back after the break. So the market has seen a smart recovery, and one sector which is contributing the most in markets today is auto. And auto companies have seen a bumper start of Navratri as GST rate cuts took effect. Auto dealerships, especially for small cars, experienced a surge in demand, and my colleague Srishti is joining with more details on how the numbers work.
Well, yes, auto majors have come out with their announcements with respect to the day one of the excitement that has been seen with respect to the inquiries as well as booking. Let's start with the dealer Maruti Suzuki, wherein the company has said that they have received almost 80,000 inquiries on the day one of the GST 2.0 rollout, wherein 25,000 deliveries have been made just on the day one, and they expect that number to hit 30,000 soon. And along with that, they're also saying that they haven't seen such a phenomenon in the last 35 years. So that's about the leader Maruti Suzuki. Along with that, we have also announcements coming in from Hyundai, where they have also said that they have registered dealer billings of almost 11,000 units just on the day one, and they are quite optimistic that going ahead, the festive season will pan out to be quite very good. And they're also saying that this is the highest single day bookings, or rather the billings that have been done in the last 5 years. So again, a multi-year record is what these companies have registered. Along with that, Tata Motors have also come out with exciting numbers, because on the day one, they do say that for the Indian markets, they have recorded 10,000 deliveries, 25,000 plus inquiries on the day one of Navratri, making it a strong start of the festive season sale. So yes, of course, the excitement is all about autos.
The excitement is all about autos, multi-year sales record for the auto companies, and such good times. To talk in detail for the same, we have with us Hormaz Sorabji, editor, Autocar India. Thank you so much for giving your time to ET Now. Mansi Dave this side. And my first question to you is, how much of the day one spike in the sales can be directly attributed to the recent GST rate rationalization news, and versus usual, festive season demand, according to you?
I think a large proportion can be attributed to the GST rate hike. I think everyone was waiting for it. Purchases were on pause. So I think this huge spike has happened is, I think, largely because of that. And honestly, it's reason to cheer because, I can't remember when taxes on cars came down earlier. Cars were always taxed heavily. They were always seen as luxury items. Historically, we've had a legacy of decades for that. And now to see, these healthy tax cuts, GST cuts on cars is an absolute boon, both for the automaker and the consumer.
Right, Hormaz, hi, Ankur this side. I want to understand from you clearly which segments in particularly which kind of cars you think they will be the most beneficial. Do you think the entry-level cars are going to get the major boost?
Well, I think not specifically the entry-level cars because, obviously the prices have come down over there. The entry-level cars, like all the sub-4 meter cars, have gone from 28 to 18%. So that's a sizable cut. But I think it would be the compact SUV segment because they also get the same cut, which is 28 to 18, but the absolute delta in price is much higher on that. It's straight mathematics because it's the highest ticket price. So I think, I would see the compact SUVs are the ones which will be really benefiting the most from this.
That's right. Hormaz, now that we see this situation, there will be a concern that the automakers will have to shift their production forecast. So are car makers adjusting the forecast upward for Q3, Q4 based on this strong start, according to you?
I think they're going to wait and watch a bit, obviously. I think, the market was flattening out and they were kind of, sales were really, I think even going into degrowth in that sense. I think this has been a real booster shot to kind of get the growth back on track. I still think, it's not going to be back into double-digit growth, which I think is something that we have seen those days after the pent-up demand after COVID has been mopped up. But I think, we'll be seeing healthy growth from now on. And I think the timing has been perfect straight into the festive season. And, there's a euphoria in the market. Everyone who was putting off their purchase to buy a car, waiting and all, I think they've all come forward. So I think the momentum has been restarted. There's a good momentum right now. And it remains to be seen, how much that can continue.
All right, Hormaz, thank you so much for joining at this hour with your views. And of course, auto stories is something which needs to be washed out in entirety. It is not a one-day story, but it is a story which will play up in coming days. With this, it's time for a wrap in this edition of Markets at Noon. I and Mansi will take your leave, but do watch Commodity Central, which is coming up next.